In this lesson, we're going to learn how to receive an SMS. In the last lesson, we learned how to send an SMS. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to receive them. You can put those two together from perhaps a custom chat program or something like that. First thing we need to do is in the Android manifest, set our permission to receive SMSs. And then we get to the activity. We use the namespace Android telephony, and in our activity we create an SMS broadcast receiver, which is a class that we're going to take a look at in a little bit. And we create an intent and add an action using our broadcast receiver and register that receiver. We're saying we have a broadcast receiver and we want to register it with the device in order to receive broadcast messages. And down here is our broadcast receiver. We've called it SMS broadcast receiver, and it inherits from broadcast receiver. It only has one override for on receive. And we want to make sure that when we receive an intent action, that it's the intent action that we expect, which is Android provider telephony SMS received. If you remember a little bit about broadcast receivers, any kind of application can send out a broadcast message, so there's potential for a number of the messages to be sent out on the device at any time, coming from all sorts of different applications and meaning all sorts of different things. So essentially we're filtering this down to only be SMS received messages. We get the data that's passed along in a bundle. And a bundle can be a complex data type. And this is where this part gets a little bit ugly in Mono. Mono is not the native language for Android, so at times you have to do a little bit of conversion in and out of Java objects, and this is one of those times. So in that bundle, we're going to get something called a PDU, which is a protocol description unit, which is an industry format for an SMS message. We're going to take that PDU and its handle and do a type conversion to an array of Java language objects. And those are our casted PDUs. Then we create our own object, an SMS message, and now we're back into monotype objects. And we're going to make an array of those that equals the length of the PDU array. Then we're going to go through the messages one by one, and we'll get the bytes from that casted PDU handle, and we'll copy that array into our byte array, and then we'll create the SMS message from those bytes. So this is all just a way of getting ourselves from Java into Mono for Android objects. Finally, we actually have a message that we can deal with. And in this case, we're just printing it out with the originating address, a new line, and the message body. And we're doing a simple little toast message. So this is actually fairly simple, except for all of the Java conversion stuff. Now I'm not going to run this in the emulator because an emulator is not a great place to receive SMS messages. In our next coming lessons, we're going to look at using the phone.